Before I came to this house, I was homeless for about 2 years, living outside in a tent. And it was really hard to find even a room for rent, out here. So this house has saved me.
I was homeless on and off for around 3 years, just crashing on friends' floors and stuff like that. And then when I met Ronaldo, I stayed with him for about 2 years, just outside, tents, different situations, just different areas.
It was hard. It wasn't easy, because when it would rain, it would fill up the whole tent.
It was pretty hard outside during the winter, especially.
Being out there in the freezing cold, if you stop moving or if you don't warm yourself enough, you could potentially die. It's scary,
The individuals that are chosen to be here went through a particular system, the coordinated entry system, and the criteria for that was that they had to be chronically homeless, which is either a year straight or 4 or more times in the past 3 years. And that is not easy, because when people are homeless and they're camping and they're out there, a lot of times they do not come in for services. And so they are sometimes invisible to us in society. And they cannot self-report that they've been out there. It has to be documented by another agency provider. And that's a really important piece, that the agencies or the police are going out there into the woods, finding people who are homeless and documenting, helping us to document that so that they can meet the criteria.
With my disabilities, it's really hard for me to keep a job long enough to be able to get a place. So it was really difficult.
I was assaulted and nearly killed, right down the road actually. I had skull surgery and there's like a titanium plate in my head now, and that's where the seizure disorder comes from. Once I go into a seizure, I'm totally unconscious. Like, I didn't even come back to consciousness until I was in the hospital bed again. But I feel a lot safer, if anything happens to me in this house versus just somewhere way out in the woods.
And I got a car. My parents are helping me again. They got me a car, so I don't know. Now I got my Section 8 while being here, so now I can actually look for a place and not have to worry about looking for Wi-Fi or all this other stuff. It's a lot of help. I'm able to bathe every day. That was a big problem living in the woods, is bathing.
The transition from coming from living in the woods or living in shelter, where everybody, it tells you what time of day to get up, what time of day you're going to eat, what time of day you're going to sleep, and you don't know who you're going to be sleeping next to be able to, that's a transition to coming into here, where you're starting to make all of the decisions for yourself again.
And I can cook my own food. I don't have to worry about propane running out. I can take a shower whenever I want. It's nice to have my own room. It feels good. I haven't had that in a long time. I've been couch surfing for about 10 years.
I feel like it's mostly the medical end of it, because I really just needed to take a breather and de-stress and focus on getting meds sorted out, like that sort of process. Now that I'm in this house getting that done, like, I'm focusing on that so much more. Like, Ronaldo and I every day are just getting things done day after day that we need to do, and so our lives are just moving like exponentially faster in the right direction.
Every person that's in here followed through, regardless of what they were going through. And I am amazed at their strength and their resilience.
Without their help, I wouldn't have been able to get my car or everything, and I don't know. I'm just really glad that they helped us.
I think it'd be cool if we could start our own business eventually, like a legitimate, landscaping, whatever it is.
It's a great thing, and I'm really happy that they did this for us, because I feel like I can move forward now, and it's everything to me.
I think these individuals are strong at the broken places, and we just need to recognize that and, be that transition to moving back in and respecting every step they make and applauding them for the courage that they have to come in and say, I need help.